Gradius III is a horizontal shmup from Konami, notorious for both its difficulty and its slowdown, and was a launch title for the North American Super Nintendo in 1991. The most unique aspect of the Gradius series is the use of the power meter. The bottom of the screen features a menu with different item names on it. Collecting power-ups in the game will progress the power meter. Once the item you want is highlighted, you can select it to obtain that power-up. The meter then resets so the process can begin again. This unique concept allows you to prioritize how you upgrade your ship, letting you choose to load up on options before selecting a better weapon, sub-weapon, or shield, for example. Gradius III starts by letting you select one of 4 different item configurations that feature different weapons and option movements. But even cooler, there is an edit mode where you can mix and match each item. So, if you like a specific laser weapon and option arrangement, you can make it happen. I had a lot of fun testing out the different option configurations, laser weapons, and shields to find the set that best fit my playstyle. The rest of the gameplay in Gradius III is more straightforward. You start the game slow and weak and must defeat specific enemy chains or off-colored foes who then drop a power-up icon. Those are used for the previously mentioned power-ups, which makes progressing through the levels very satisfying. Like many early 90s shmups, dying will start you back at square one, with no power-ups at all and moving along at the slowest speed. I always found that specific mechanic to be rather brutal, and oftentimes it isn't really possible to make any more progress without those power-ups. But this was the norm in 1991. While the Gradius series has always been famous for its difficulty, things are toned down in the SNES port, and there is even an easy difficulty setting that should make things fairly manageable if you are new to the genre, or just not very good at this style of game. Gradius III is a great looking game, with detailed enemies to shoot and excellent looking environments to fly through. There is a ton of variety, and no 2 stages feel even remotely similar. Familiar scenes such as the Moai return, as do the fiery levels. Some stages even change things up completely, incorporating vertical screen movement. However, the game is almost always in a state of slowdown. Once you get fully powered up, it seems the game can't quite keep up with all the action on the screen, and things come to a crawl. Worse yet, there is also plenty of flickering that is both unappealing and occasionally obscures crucial things on the screen, like incoming fire. It is games like this that created the myth the SNES couldn't handle shmups, and that the Genesis was the system of choice for the genre. Later games would come out to disprove this myth, but it's a mindset that still persists amongst the retro gaming crowd. Gradius III's soundtrack is fairly strong, with catchy compositions that do a good job of capturing the fast-paced atmosphere of the game. For me, a great soundtrack is important in a shmup, as it should set the pace of the game and get you in the shooting mood. In that regard, Gradius III's soundtrack passes with flying colors. The level progression is fairly straightforward, with average length levels ending with a boss battle. The bosses are mostly satisfying. They are large in size, and many of them feature completely different firing patterns and unique concepts altogether. Even better, they all do a great job of complementing the level they were in, and further enhances the diversity of the game. Overall, Gradius III is a solid shmup. The different difficulty settings should allow gamers of all skill levels to jump right in and experience success. And you should. The slick controls and unique power-up systems make this a unique game through and through. It doesn't hurt that the graphics are beautiful and the soundtrack is awesome. My patience did begin to run out near the end, with levels like this causing cheap deaths. But as a whole, Gradius III is a terrific game and a ton of fun to play. 4 out of 5.